You have to really watch your inner child when you're at a farmer's market.
And to be kind to me.
I am raising future citizens of the United States of America. What do you do?
Even though most husbands think they're doing about 50% of the housework, their wives are saying, "Are you kidding me?" Well, I don't personally understand the problem. In our house, I only mess up half the bed. I clean up my plate during every meal, and it can be reused without washing. I always put the toilet seat down, so what's the problem here? Well, here this morning to drive the wedge between husbands and wives in a discussion on Chore Wars are two favorite sisters, the Slob sisters. Please welcome Pam Young and Peggy Joe.
Do I hear an attitude? Yes.
Well, this whole show is an attitude. Well, go ahead. I'm not going to get into this. What's the issue here? What's the real issue here?
Okay, well, they just released a study in the fall, and this was by the Family and Work Institute. And of the people that they studied, 31% of the men said that they do 50-50. And only 15% of the women said they do 50-50. So there's a difference in what's 50-50.
The question is, how do you get his attention without starting another fight? Can it be done?
Yeah, it can be done, but the best thing to do is stop it before it's a huge war or a huge fight. And I was talking to my mother-in-law the other day, and I said, how did you do it? Because she worked full-time, he worked full-time, they had 4 children. And she said, well, we just did it. We all did it. And she said, I never had it get to the point of a war because I diffused the bomb daily. We did something every day, and then on Saturday we all worked. And I think the word is we. She didn't say, I worked like a dog and go like this. Did you hear that? Kind of glick up. Anyway, we all have to do it.
All right, but are there ways to get
their attention?
attention?
You can send a certified letter in the mail to them, to their place of work, and that they have to sign for it. You need to know she's on her second marriage. Yes. Also, you can invite people over for a party, people that are hard workers, and call it a work party. And she used to do this, I did.
But wait a minute, no, everybody has a hard enough time doing their own stuff. They don't want to come to your house and do your
Well,
stuff.
she made it worth their while. She did the barbecue and all that stuff, and she had the men bring their tools and the women bring their mending baskets.
And people came?
Yes, I got all, hired all handymen and women that work like dogs. Yeah.
Really? Yeah. So you have to get a whole new bunch of friends.
Friends, yeah. And then you only have them one time because they're out of there after that. Also, you can leave notes that are real sweetie cutie notes that yes, yeah, really, Jim. I mean, if you make hi honey, and the list of stuff, and it's the better way. And then I love you. I'll see you at 6 or whatever.
One of the things that you do when all else fails is to cultivate what you call an OMSI voice. What is the OMSI voice?
The OMSI voice, we heard it first when we were young mothers at OMSI. And it's parents that use a way sweeter voice than they really are. And they speak to their children. And they use words like perhaps. And so you say, perhaps if we all work together, we could get this job done so quickly. And you'll hear it in the store. Yeah, and it's usually a mom that wants everybody in hearing distance to think they're a wonderful parent. And the kids are confused by it. They like it. They're kind of looking like, yeah, it's like, you know. Because they know the real voice at home is, get out of here, where are you? You know. But, no, so we've made fun of the OMSI voice forever. And so I said, I'm going to try it on Danny. But out of the blue. I didn't want anything. I didn't want him to do anything. I just wanted to see
Danny being your husband.
Yes. And so I just started to talk a little bit sweeter. Just made my voice just a little bit. He has been all over her. No, I haven't gotten...
But has he planted the primroses?
Well, I haven't asked him yet. I wanted him to get a little used to the soft voice before I said... Because if I said, Danny, would you plant the primroses? He'd say, huh? So I'm trying to kind of wean him into that. If you just started using the OMSI voice from here forward, and then in a week from now, start asking for things. Men like a little softer voice, don't you think? Well, don't get Southern. Oh, right. Hi, darling. Darling, would you plant those primroses? Well, I bet Southern women get way more. I think he's listening to this show, and I just gave away my...
No, he's working.
No, he's off today.
He's off? Is he watching? Oh, Danny, it's just a show
That was a
business
joke.
thing. She's not really doing that. Well, next we'll reacquaint our husbands with some familiar cleaning tools. Oh,
Adore who you are. Adore where you are. Adore who you're with.